guys, welcome to Espresso Mike, welcome to Espresso Coffee House, welcome to YouTube's only channel focused on exploring espresso and providing insights into the world of espresso. Now each week I review espresso from craft roasters, specialty coffee companies from around the country, and I give you my opinions on how that espresso tastes. And I introduce you to new roasters, new styles, new origins, all types of things about espresso. Today, though, we're going to do a special show. We're actually going to be talking about Mistobox. Mistobox, where I get my coffees from, at least for this channel, thus far, right? Now, I've tried coffees from tried coffees and espressos from specialty coffee roasters in every state in America and documented it, and that's before I started Espresso Mike. So I do know a little bit about different craft roasters from around the country. Mistobox, I've used coffee subscription services. Hey, if you don't even know what Mistobox is, it's a coffee subscription service. They send you espressos at any cadence you want, or coffees at any cadence you want, and you could do with them as you choose. They actually have an espresso track. I'm going to dive into that real quick and give you my thoughts as a coffee professional, an espresso expert, I've been called worse, on Mistobox. Alright guys, let's go. So first off, what is Mistobox? Well, Mistobox is a coffee subscription service where they'll send you coffees at a cadence of your choosing. And they actually send you the whole bean bags or whatever you want. So you actually go to their website and you can select a track. Do you want pour over coffees? Are you looking for espresso? The one thing that's cool about Mistobox is they actually have what they call an espresso track or espresso subscription. And then you can pick light roast, dark roast, medium roast, etc. You can even pick grind. Now, PSA, if you're investing money into a coffee subscription service and you love coffee or even like coffee, you should have a grinder. You can spend the $40 on Amazon, especially if you're doing pour over. That grinder will work. And if you're buying the espresso service and you're getting a ground for espresso, I don't even know if that's a thing, but yeah, you need to watch some other videos. Anyway, but yeah, you can go in. It's cool. You can personalize your subscription based on what you like, and they'll even grind it for you, and they'll send it out to you. You can pick weekly, monthly. I get every 2 weeks. So that is one really cool thing. And I'm going to jump tracks, right? I'm on the espresso track. I mean, when that runs out, I'll try the pour over coffee track or some other coffee track, black coffee track, just to try new beans and whatnot. Now, thus far, I've got, I think, 6 in, and I'll tell you my opinions on those coffees in just a second. You can watch the reviews. Like I said, every Friday I put out a new espresso review. So I do like it. It's really easy to use. The checkout process is very simple. Again, they give you a ton of options, does Mistobox. So that is really cool as far as the website and the logistics of getting everything set up. Again, if you are thinking about a coffee subscription service, PSA, please get your please get a grinder. I think that makes a big difference. And if you're going to be doing espresso, of course, with the oxidation, you wouldn't want it ground before it's shipped. Anyway, as far as the product now, again, I've tried coffee from all across the country. I know some of the specialty coffee shops on their website I've tried, but thus far I have not got a coffee that I've tried before. So, and they're giving me the espresso blends of all these coffee shops, which is cool. And the price is actually cheaper than what I would do if I would go out and buy them individually. What I used to do is kind of go to different sites, the coffee shops I know of, we follow on Instagram or whatnot, and I would just find like what was the cheapest shipping. So that does play a factor. It's actually cheaper in my opinion to do Mistobox if you're going through a lot of coffee than you would if you bought them individually. Another disclosure, Espresso Coffee doesn't use Mistobox. This is not a paid promotion in any way, shape, or form. I'm just telling you about this coffee subscription service and what I like, what I don't like. So again, not a product we use. If you want Espresso Coffee, you have to buy it from us. Anyway, so but I have thus far really enjoyed Mistobox. Now, in the details about what they send. Some coffees send, some subscription services have a pre-package where Mistobox actually gives you a full 12-ounce package from the roaster. So I think these are coming directly from the roaster. They're not going somewhere else and repackaged. I know some places you get 4 ounces, 8 ounces, whatever. They come in custom bags, not what you're getting from the coffee roaster, which is good because I love reading the bags more than anyone because I learn a little bit about the coffee. I learn a little bit about what other coffee companies are doing. So it's so great that I actually get the bag. So I like that about Mistobox. Also with Mistobox, you get this. And I should say before you get this, they actually send you an email telling you what coffee's on the way, and they do send some informative emails. I like that as well. So this comes with the package, and this is the only, well, there's two gripes I have, or just little notes that I have. This gives you a little write-up. This is actually the Toro one from Colectivo Coffee, and it says Toro Espresso, Brazil, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Sumatra. Sometimes this is off. This one says Sumatra, Brazil, Costa Rica, Guatemala, so they got it right. I think maybe with this one the beans were off, and I think that's because the craft roasters aren't updating Mistobox, which is what they're changing their blends a little bit, and they're not putting them in. Now this is completely, if it's single origin track or whatnot, this should probably line up. But in the espresso, I've noticed, because I want to know for my channel what beans are in the bag, sometimes their bean countries of origin are actually different than what it says on the bag. So I did notice that. Like I said, it's probably these guys not telling the roaster or updating Mistobox. I'm not sure, but that is a little bit of a discrepancy. Sometimes the descriptions differ. So that's just a minor detail that probably only matters to somebody who's putting this out on YouTube. And like, if you read the descriptions underneath my espresso reviews, I actually dive into origin and a few other things about the coffee. So for the normal person, I don't think it matters. So the only other thing about Mistobox is, again, the selection is coming from all across the country. And again, some roasters I've never heard of before, and I'm really deep into the coffee industry. Anyway, the only, again, note that I would make is they do have a couple of the roasters are a little too big in my opinion, like Equator Coffee, pretty big coffee. They have their own subscription services. Colectivo, which is the one I just got, they have like 20 stores. You know, I'm trying to find the one or two store, you know, really micro lot coffee companies and support them. So they do have a few that are, I would say, a little bit bigger in the world of specialty coffee. To you, that might not matter. To the average person, they get to try all these coffees, and they do come from all over the country, Midwest, East Coast, you know, California, so wherever, Virginia. So thus far, I really, at the end of the day, am impressed with Mistobox. The service, the ease of use has been turnkey, have not had any issues with it, and I'm getting good coffees that I enjoy, and I'm getting them in the bags, which I really like from the coffee roaster. So Mistobox to me is definitely something that I recommend if you're into trying new coffees or new espressos. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to learn more about different coffees from around the country, make sure you subscribe. Each week I review and introduce you to a new specialty coffee company from around the USA. So definitely consider subscribing. Anyway, guys, take care. Thanks for watching my review. And again, Mistobox, if you're thinking about it, or really any of the coffee subscription services right now, I haven't heard many bad things about them, but Mistobox, my first experience here, first 6 coffees, has been a good one. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.